lovelies, Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week, the very first one of 2025. How are ya? Happy New Year. Thanks so much for clicking here. Look, I just want to say at the very beginning, if you're tired of my blah blah at the beginning, you can always skip to wherever you want to go. All these are time-stamped, and I do time-stamp my my announcements as well. So thank you so much for clicking here. If you are a person who's never been here before, welcome to 10 of Cups Tarot, and Happy New Year to you. If you would like to stay, if you like what you see here and you'd like to stay, there is a subscription button down on the bottom right-hand corner of this screen where I live. So welcome here if you are brand new, whether you are a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. I've got 12 decks here and I'm going to read them all from Aries to Pisces. If you are the person who is the ride or die and you're coming back for more 10 of Cups Tarot and Elsie at 2025, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much for coming back. So what am I going to do? I'm going to read from all of these decks. I'm going to read one reading from each of the decks from Aries to Pisces. I'm going to mark everything down below in the description, and you are going to be able to scroll this video to find whatever it is that you need in terms of your energies. I'm just going to ask you to please stop watching tarot just for your sun sign. And if you don't have discernment or the ability to use your own intuition to know what's going on in the reading, tarot's not for you. So please find at least your moon and your rising. At the very least, natal charts are free everywhere. Yes, it's great if you have your exact time of birth. If you don't, if you know you've been born in the AM or the PM, that works just as well. You'll get a loosey-goosey idea of what is going on. So let's do it. Let's start with Aries. Oh, last things last. I always say last things last. Private readings are open. And so if you're interested in a private read, please look below in the pinned comment. Everything you need is going to be there to know how to get over to Wizio to book me. And what's your word? Did you pick a word for 2025? Stop with the New Year's resolutions, please. Just pick a word and just abide by that word in all things that you do this year. And tell you will grow. All right, Aries. Enough of the blah, blah. Let's get to Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's going on for Aries. What's coming up for this week? So this reading is for this week. All the other readings I do are for the week ahead. This particular one is for this week or the next 7 days, whenever you find it, whether that's today, tomorrow, or next year. Tell me about Aries, please. Tell me about Aries. Ooh, Aries, this week you've got some movement here, friend. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is here. Something that is destined is about to happen this week. What is this? We've got the Fool. Oh, we're starting out with the big one, with the big guns at the very beginning here, Aries. We've got the Page of Swords. And we've got the Three of Swords. Aries, I feel like something is about to change here. I feel like there's a destined change going on here. Something is about to take a turn, I want to say. Take a turn. There is a new door that's opening here, or a new chapter that I feel you're opening the door to. I feel like you have decided on something here. It feels like there is... I feel like there's some healing that needs to take place between you and another. I don't know who the Three of Swords belongs to. It could be a friend, could be a lover. Take it as it resonates for you. And no, I don't say that as a filler. I say that because it's true. If this does not resonate for you, maybe it's not your reading, and maybe next time, friend. But we do have the Three of Swords here. It does feel like you're watching somebody here. You're watching someone that I feel there has been some hardship with. So either disappointment or heartbreak. You could be heartbroken watching someone else online, dating someone else. It could be that. Something is about to change here, though, and I feel like it's like a change of mind because of the Page of Swords. I feel like you're about to change your mind about how you're seeing the Three of Swords here. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune, please. What is divine timing bringing here for Aries? We do have the Ten of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Empress. So for some of you, it could be the Empress that you are watching from a distance. Some of you could be the Empress. Take that as it resonates for you. The Ten of Wands and the Seven of Swords is telling me that you're not telling anyone, that you feel very heavily burdened by something, and it's time for you to drop those burdens. I feel like it's new year, new you, Aries, is what it feels like. It feels like for some of you, what you want to do is contact the Empress. It feels like you've been watching this person from a distance. Maybe, I don't think you're crazy spying on them, but I think that you're looking in on them once in a while. And whether this person is feminine or masculine for you, it feels like maybe there was some disappointment, maybe some heartbreak that went down. It feels like an argument or maybe a difference of opinion. It doesn't feel like we've dated and broken up. That's not what it feels like. Let me just take a look more here. Tell me more about Aries, please. We've got the moon energy, we've got the strength card, and we've got the Page of Cups. Look, I feel like if you decide to move forward and contact this person, it feels like it works out the way it's supposed to, I'm going to say. And I feel like it's good news. We've got the Page of Cups here. I feel like you're trying to find the strength or the courage to surprise somebody, someone that I feel that you are in the dark with. You don't know, you don't know where you left things, is what it feels like. I'm unsure about where we left things here. So it feels like the moon energy is anything could happen, right? It's things are not as they seem. So I feel, Aries, that with the Wheel of Fortune here, that something's about to take a turn for the better and that you're about to change your mind. It's because divine timing is sort of pushing you along towards something that I think that you want to resolve this year. It's like, I feel like somebody here is like, I'm not going to spend one more year thinking about this person and wondering where I stand with them. It feels like this person could have disappointed you or broken your heart in some way, or you could have done that to them. That's probably a perception, right? Whether you think they did it to you or you did it to them. Everybody always thinks the other person's at fault, right? But I think I want to say with the Page of Cups here, it tells me that you're trying to find the courage to bring something back to fruition here, like bring something back together. We do have 5 cups, and it feels like, with the 4 and the 1, that you have a little bit of regret about how something ended, how something didn't work out, about this heartbreak or heartache here. It feels like you've been staring at a cup. It does feel like, if I'm being honest here, it feels like, Aries, that you have been contemplating contacting someone and telling them about your feelings or showing your feelings. Now, those feelings could be platonic or romantic. Take it as it resonates for you. But I feel like this is someone that previously you were quite happy with, someone that maybe you were social with or used to party with, or, somebody who is somebody who you used to have a lot of fun with. And it feels like you're this person is looking at a book. Maybe it's self-help books. Maybe you're trying to find a reason. I want to say that somebody here offered the other one something already, and the other one turned it down, and that's probably why the 3 of Swords is here. So whether that's friendship or can you come over, or it feels like it could be love for some of you. Tell me what the outcome is here, please. But I feel like something is taking a turn for the better, and although you don't see it, I feel like it's almost like you're gaining momentum at this time, because the moon energy and the strength energy almost makes me feel like momentum is something is gaining momentum here, and you may want to surprise somebody with an offer. Like an offer, can we get back together? Can we talk, right? I don't see any pentacles here, so it feels like this is all sort of very dreamy. It's in my mind, and I'm thinking about it. Tell me what the outcome is. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. We've got the King of Swords. You're making a decision to say something here. I feel like you will make a decision to say something to this person, to reach out to them, and we've got the 5 of Swords. The thing is this, I feel like I think that the King of Swords is almost it could be that you're an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra rising, but it feels like that this is like your mask or your facade or whatever. The King of Swords seems like what you hide behind when you need to figure something out, when you need to bring resolution to something here. The King of Swords is the one who's not interested in doing it in a heart over head way. Like, we're not doing it in the heart space. We're doing it head over heart. We're going to stick to the facts. We're going to talk about things. The 5 of Swords is, I feel like, the reason that you're going to reach out as the King of Swords is because you expect some pushback from this person. You expect that this person is either not going to be happy to hear from you, or that there are still these fundamental differences that we're not able to clear up. I think that the 2 of Pentacles is telling me that you are making a decision, like a real-time decision in the 3D, to reach out to this person, because I feel like you want to talk. You want to talk about what went down and why things ended up the way they did. Tell me what's around the corner for Aries, please. We've got the Ace of Cups. We've got the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Look, it does feel like it's a romantic situation. That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like the Ace of Cups is here and somebody's now willing to work on it. It's like somebody had to work on themselves first before you had to work on yourself first before you could work on this situation. Now, the 10 of Pentacles tells me that this is probably a long-term friendship or a long-term, maybe something you want to turn into a long-term relationship. But we've got 8 and 2, which is 10, right? So you're working hard on it to make the decision about the 10 Pentacles. It feels like you think that something here is worth putting the hard work into. And I think it's the Ace of Cups, that maybe you're planning on opening a door, maybe seeing if we can resolve our differences, and maybe it's time for us to really talk about it. Instead of playing this game of watching each other on the interwebs, right? Instead of stalking, it's time to get talking. We've got the 8 of Wands here, and I feel like communication is coming in, but I feel like already communication is happening between you two in the dream state. I feel like you're manifesting each other. I feel like you feel a pull to this person. They probably feel a pull to you, but right now I feel like you don't want to see what's going on. But you do want things to change. It feels like, that you're trying to feel out the situation. The 6 of Pentacles is here. It feels like you do want something to come into balance here. Maybe we can offer each other some reciprocal energy. You put in 3, I put in 3. We end up at the 6 of Pentacles. We do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. We have a few Pentacles here is what I'm saying. We've got Leo, Cancer, Pisces. We've got Libra and Taurus energy. We've got Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Aries, Gemini. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Sagittarian energy. All right. Tell me about Taurus. Tell me about the Taurians. Tell me about the bull gang. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, don't forget that I do have private reads open, right? So please look at the pinned comment down below. I hope you've picked your word for 2025, and if you have, please put it in the comments. Tell me about Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the next 7 days. Sneak peek for this week for Taurus. What's going on for Taurus, please? We've got the 10 of Pentacles. This is a good week, Taurus. Something really abundant is about to happen. You're going to solidify something that is going to end up being long-term. It feels like this is going to be quite an abundant week for you. For some of you, maybe this is the week that you finally get the job, or you finally get the promotion. Look, if you bought a lotto ticket, I'm not saying you're going to win the lottery, but I mean, the 10 of Pentacles is a lot of long-term foundational energy or money, right? Tell me about the 10 of Pentacles for Taurus. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, we've got the Emperor, and we've got the 8 of Pentacles. That's really interesting. I feel like there is the Emperor here, and I don't think it's your energy. I think it's the energy of someone else. They could be an Aries. They don't have to. The Emperor is Aries, but the Emperor is also all the kings. So it has a lot of energy in their chart, right? We have the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like there is an Emperor who has become single recently. And I feel like this person is somebody who's pretty confident that they can have you work on something with them. Like, they're really ready to put the hard work in. I feel like this Emperor is somebody who is consistently and constantly working on themselves. This is a very practical person. This particular Emperor, I feel, is somebody who I feel is very practical and very grounded. They're really ready to put the hard work in here. I feel like they're gathering their confidence right now. It feels like they're gathering their confidence here. We're looking at Pentacles. So I'm telling you, for those of you who this is a work reading for you, that this 8 of Pentacles tells me the workplace here, your boss is about to see something in you and about to approach you with either a new opportunity, more money, another position, I want to say, but it's going to pay more than you were making. For some of you, if you're already in the 9 of Pentacles, it won't pay much more. It'll pay a little bit more, 9 to 10, right? But for those of you who are in the 8, it's probably going to be quite a bit. It could be a boss who is going to approach you, letting you know that they've been watching you work and that they feel like you are the person who is the subject matter expert and needs to maybe lead a team because you have the confidence. You're the person who always shows up looking good. You don't just jump out of your pajamas and into your sweats and throw your hair up in a bun and go to work. You're the person who shows up put together, right? You take care of yourself, you present yourself well, and you're somebody who is quite confident in the things that you do. We do have the Three of Swords. Tell me why that is here. We do have the Wheel of Fortune. Very interesting. And we have the Temperance card. Something's about to go down, Taurus. Something big is brewing for you. Something's about to go down. There's about to be a change of direction. It feels like there's a really big change of direction in your life that's coming this week. It does feel like it's going to be, it's in the moment of alchemy, right? So we have Temperance here, which is something that you've been really patient for, something that you've been, waiting on, that you haven't been chasing, that you've actually been attracting. And I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is telling me that it's time. It's time for your destiny to take hold. You're going from the Three of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune. Like you're going from a place where you feel like nothing's working for you. Why isn't this working? Why can't I get the job? How come the relationship isn't arriving? To the Wheel of Fortune, taking you in a completely different direction from where you are right now. That's what it feels like. The Temperance card, Sagittarian energy, tells me that something is about to move quickly after you being very patient and trying to find your balance. So it feels like you're healing the self, trying to heal your finances. It does feel like some manifestation as well. Tell me more. We've got the King of Cups. For some of you, this Ten of Pentacles represents somebody who is going to reveal their feelings in a very big way. The King of Cups is somebody who's usually kind of stoic on the surface, but listen, it's because they're emotionally intelligent. This is not somebody who's gonna love bomb you. This is somebody who's gonna hold back their attention, gonna hold back their feelings. This is somebody who's going to be adult about the situation. That's actually how adult relationships work. We do have the World card in the reverse. We do have the Two of Wands. Someone has made a decision about you, Taurus. That's what it feels like. Somebody's made a decision, whether it's this boss in your workplace or whether this is something that is in a love situation. The World card tells me there's unfinished business. This chapter hasn't closed. This isn't over. It doesn't feel like this person is somebody you've dated before, though, so it doesn't feel like it feels like it's somebody that you know. I'm going to say this is somebody that's in your life, that you know them. But I don't think that this is a person you've dated before. There's nothing here that says that this is a past connection. So I feel like somebody is finally planning to take a step forward from the crossroads toward you. And the World card is telling me it's because they can't, they have to release their feelings. They've got to say something. They've been holding back up till now. So I think that it's going to surprise you. I feel like it's something that you're not expecting, to be honest, that this person, according to them, they could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, maybe Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, maybe an Aries. They could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That could be your energy, but it feels like somebody here feels like they want to explore things further with you. They don't want to close the door with you. They want to explore things further here. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel it's because you haven't chased. Taurus, I feel it's because you've waited. Like you've created this air of mystery between you and them, between you and the King of Cups. I feel like you've created this sort of mystery between you and them, and they're wanting to come forward and find out, what is Taurus really about? And why is Taurus not chasing me? Why are they not texting me? It feels like somebody here is wondering, maybe they're waiting for me to come forward. I feel like that's what's going on here, that you're waiting for someone else to come forward. I feel like for those of you who are looking at this as something that's coming up in employment, because I think for some of you it really is, the Seven of Pentacles tells me that you haven't been the one who's been how can I say, in the workplace, there's always the pick-me person, right? Just like in relationships, in the workplace, there's always the pick-me person. The person who feels like they always have to be up front and they always got to have the answer and they, you know what I mean? I feel like you're the person who's been sort of, very confidently, but quietly working hardly, putting in the hard work, working hard, putting in the hard work here and waiting, being patient. And I feel like it's about to pay off for you here. What's the outcome for Taurus, please? We've got the King of Swords. The truth is about to come out, my friend. Somebody who's in their King of Swords and in their King of Cups energy, if you're looking at this as a romantic reading, somebody is about to express their feelings. They're about to be very honest and truthful about their feelings. This is a person who's actually was in another connection. This person is somebody who's been hurt in another connection or ended or released another connection. And I feel like it could be somebody who is an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. We've got the other signs here that I've mentioned, but I feel like this person is somebody who has cut someone out of their life and released someone else. And I feel like they're coming at you as the King of Cups. Tell me more. This could also be the same thing for the work reading here, that this person is the one that does the hiring and the firing, right? That's what the kings are, what make the emperor. And so this is the one that does the hiring and the firing. They've released someone from a position. Somebody's either quit or somebody has been fired possibly or let go, and they're looking at you as being the person who can lead, period. I feel like the Ten of Swords is telling me that somebody has released, if you're looking at a love connection, somebody's released a commitment. It doesn't have to be marriage. For some of you, it could be. It doesn't have to be marriage, but I feel like it's some sort of a commitment. They were on a path that they thought was the path they were supposed to be on, Taurus. And I feel like they no longer are on that path. They release the path, because this person here, I feel, is somebody who is listening to the higher self. So they are somebody who is actually listening to their intuitive energy. I feel like they see you as someone who could teach them something. Look, that's saying a lot, because the King of Swords is super intelligent, like super highly intelligent, inquisitive. This is someone who's got a lot of intellect, who deals with things like, a judge, a magistrate, a scientist, somebody who's dealing in facts, head over heart. This person sees you as an opportunity to learn something, because you're a teacher as well as them. They are also a teacher of facts, right? And so they see you as someone who's a spiritual teacher or a teacher of things. Tell me what's around the corner for Taurus. We've got the Nine of Wands. You know what? You're just about ready to give this up. You're like, this person is not interested in me. This boss is not interested in me. I'm never getting this job. I don't know why I'm bothering. We do have the Hanged Man, but I think you're about to get a different perspective, because the Hanged Man is coming up right under the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me that your life is about to take a really big change of events here. The Hanged Man is here. And the Fool, Taurus. There's something big coming here. You've got all the big major arcanas. You've got the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune. You've got Sagittarius here with the Temperance card. You've got the Fool, the Hanged Man. I feel like you're about to get a bigger, different perspective as things take a really big turn for you. And I think it's at a moment when you're ready to give up. You're like, this person doesn't have feelings for me. This person's already in a relationship. I don't even know why I'm thinking about them. It's probably because they're thinking about you. This Emperor is the one who does the hiring and the firing. And I feel like they're releasing someone in an effort to get a new leader in the position, one that's compassionate and kind and always does the right thing. I feel like this King of Swords, if it's a love thing, also sees you as that person who's always doing the right thing, being kind to people, no matter what the situation is. We do have the Six of Pentacles. Someone's about to give you something here. And it feels like somebody is a little bit afraid, I want to say. And the Emperor, if it's in the workplace, I don't think that we're talking about that. But the Emperor, I feel, is somebody who is maybe not scared, because the Emperor usually is not scared. They will go forward no matter what without fear. But I feel like this person is feeling like, Taurus is never going to want me. Like, I'm going to go in and I'm pretty sure that and pretty confident that this is going to happen. But if I give enough reciprocal energy, maybe Taurus will allow me into their life. We do have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius. We have Taurus energy. We have Aries, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Well, isn't that interesting? Very cool. All right, Gemini. Tell me what's going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Don't forget that private reads are open. Look in the pinned comment. And I hope you've picked your word for the year, Gemini. What's your word for the year? Let me know in the comments. Mine is refine. I'm going to be refining all my rough edges. Well, not too many of them. I don't want to erase Sag completely. Sag is my rising. All right, Gemini, let's find out what's going on. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up this week. This sneak peek for this week for Gemini, please. Ooh, Gemini, look, that's 3 for 3. Look, there's some big stuff going down this week. So far, for Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, we've got the Ace of Cups. Tell me what this is about. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. You're taking something out of the dream state and making it real. I feel it's something you've been dreaming about, something you've been thinking about here. And it's something that is abundant and good. We do have the 9 of Pentacles. It could be a business idea for some of you. And we do have the 10 of Swords. I feel like what you're letting go of is everything. I want to say with the 10 of Swords here, it feels like this is a release of something here, that you've decided to put something to the grave. You decided that I'm not going to be dealing with people anymore who are not on my path. I feel like your path is the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. We do have the 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, which is the 10. I feel like somebody here is letting go of a long-term relationship or the idea of a long-term relationship. Somebody's confidently stepping out of possibly a long-term relationship. It's time for me to go on my own path and find something that I really love. I feel like this week is all about you, Gemini, making the best decisions for you. I feel like there's something here that you've been holding quietly under the surface in your heart, I want to say, and you're about to get boots on the ground. You're about to make it real. Like you're about to take a step forward here to make it a reality. Tell me what this Ace of Cups is, please. We do have the 3. Yeah, it's something that the 3 of Wands tells me it's something that you've been staring at the distance for a while. For some of you, it could be a business. Maybe it's a business idea that you're finally bringing into the 3D, something that you've been holding in your heart for a while, and you're bringing something into the 3D here, is what it feels like. It's something that you've been waiting for, but I think you just recently made the decision that I've got to go out there. I've got to go out and get the bird's eye view and find out exactly what I'm going to do out there. I feel like you've been quiet about something, overthinking it. That wouldn't be like you, Gemini, right? Overthinking it a little bit, but I think that what I said to you in your yearly, Gemini, your yearly reading, which I'll tell you is if you go to my page and you hit the search button and just put in Gemini, you will find that reading. It's like the overthinking of last year is what is going to set you free this year, essentially, is what your yearly reading was about. So look, this is very interesting as we see somebody who's cutting away the ties that bind you. It's like giving you freedom or helping you through this taking away the ties that bind you. I feel like it's time for you to let someone help here. And I feel like you are going to meet that person, see that person, reunite with that person. It feels like there's going to be some celebratory energy here for you this week. It feels like that there is a place that you were living. And I think that place you were living is in your comfort zone. And I feel like you have some sort of a big idea that you know what, it feels like it's too precious of an idea for you to speak about. So sometimes the reason that, artists never sell their art or never get any exposure is because, or sometimes writers, right? You're terrified to show that to the world because you don't want people to tarnish it, right? You don't want people to speak badly of it. That's what this energy feels like for you. It feels like you have an idea or something to say. It feels like you want to push forward, let something go. It feels like you're building into this confident energy here. For some of you, you could be letting go of a relationship and going out on your own. But I feel like whatever it is, the ties that bind are being cut here. And whatever you've been overthinking last year is about to bring you some joy this year. I think that you're actually bringing it to fruition or bringing it and adding to it in the 3D here. We've got the King of Wands, motivation. It's time for you to step forward because you are the King of Wands energy, which means that you are the master of your domain. There's something here that is unexplored and it's time for you to go get it. Whether it's a relationship or an idea, we've got the Magician. I feel like you spent a lot of time manifesting something, trying to bring something from the 5D to the 3D. But I think the only thing that stood between you and bringing something from the above to the below is that you had to release something first. It might be you had to release your King of Wands energy. It might be you had to release your confidence. You finding the confidence to actually make it real in the 3D and plant that pentacle. We do have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like this is something that you've been manifesting, thinking about, asking for. It feels like it's been in your dreams, but I feel like you haven't really been putting any energy toward it in the pentacle world because, like I said, I feel like it's something that is very precious to your heart, precious to you, and it's something that you want people to be happy about or celebrate. You don't want people to say, that's really terrible art, or that's a shitty piece of writing, or, it feels like it's something that you, or maybe it's something that you wanted to say out loud that you haven't said, that now you feel confident enough to say. Maybe some of you are asking for, time apart from somebody here, whether that's platonic or romantic. We do have the 8 of Pentacles. So I really do feel that you've been working on, this feels like this King of Wands energy feels like you've been working on some sort of momentum, because now shit's about to get real. I'm going to say you've been asking for it and it's about to show up for you. So now you're going to have to take action. After releasing a thought pattern, after releasing your confidence and saying, you know what, I don't really care what they say, I'm just going to do it. Tell me what the outcome is for Gemini. We've got the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords, this particular one, it makes me feel like somebody's really been listening, right? Because this person is sitting, feet are on the ground. They're sitting on this marble slab, right? Somebody who's very grounded, somebody who's got water in the background, feeling it out, but listening for the swords. Are they fighting or are they not, right? You'd have to listen really carefully. It feels like the 5 of Pentacles is here because I feel like there is a decision that needs to be made about bringing someone in from out of the cold. So maybe bringing an idea in, or I don't want to be disconnected from that person anymore. We do have the Empress. I feel like you're about to show someone a lot of compassion, a lot of kindness. It feels like you've been disconnected from something that you couldn't make a decision about. And it feels like when you finally do release it, when you're finally cutting away the ties that bind, all of a sudden you flourish. It's like in my mind's eye, I'm seeing a lotus flower open in the mud. It's like everybody's going to be kind of shocked, I want to say, at how you show up as the Empress. Somebody who is ready to let bygones be bygones, or I'm ready to speak to you without us getting into arguments or fights, or maybe I was too quick to put you on the outside looking in. Tell me what's around the corner for Gemini, please. We've got the Hermit energy. So I feel like it almost feels like when I put the Empress card down with the 2 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles, it was like, I feel like you're coming out of hiding. And I was thinking that I should have called it, but the Hermit is here. And it feels like you're taking on everything that terrified you. Previously, things you were scared to say, things you were scared to do, things you were scared to create or bring your creations into the limelight here. But I feel like you've healed from that. I feel like you have wisdom now that tells you that, this person is up there on their high horse, getting a lot of attention. And I feel like you are going to get a lot of attention, but I think it's for the right reasons. People are going to be cheering you on. So whatever you're bringing into the 3D and letting other people see is something that I feel is you've been holding back on. The 10 of Wands for me in the reverse is a little bit of martyrdom. It's like, but I can't because I don't want to be seen as a certain way, or I can't because, like you feel like you're doing the right thing by hiding yourself. And so I feel like you are finally going to get over this 10 of Wands in the reverse here, and you are going to see that you are going to get justice. You are going to get payback or restoration, or something is coming into balance or being said in your favor. And I feel like it's the 6 of Wands energy here. It does feel like there might be one specific person who I feel is somebody that you're really connected to. Could be a child, could be a spouse, but it feels like this person is the one who is going to encourage you to be seen, to bring yourself back out into the open. Ace of Swords. People are going to be, oh, look at the sun. People are going to be asking you, how did you do that, Gemini? How did you do that? Like the sun is here. You've had a breakthrough and everybody's going to want to be talking to you or talking about you. It feels like with the Ace of Swords that you've got all the information or the clarity that other people need. Now you've become an authority on something, whether it's words or an idea, whatever that is for you. I feel like you've become an authority and now people are gathering around to say, holy crap, Gemini, how did you do that? We didn't even know you were working on that. We've got Libra, Virgo, Leo energy. We've got Aries and Gemini. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. We've got Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. All right. Wow. That's a pretty cool reading. I like it. Let me just take a sip. Hang on. All right, wondering what's in my cup today. It is decaf coffee with a little bit of cinnamon. I like cinnamon in my coffee. All right, here we go. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Happy New Year to you, friend. Look, there is private readings are open if you're interested in finding out what's coming up for the new year for you. Let's find out what's going on for Cancer. Cancer, I hope you've picked your word for the year. If you have, please put it in the comments. I'd like to know what word you are going to abide by no matter what comes. Come what may, what word is it for you, Cancer? Tell me about Cancer for this week. Sneak peek for this week. Cancer, ooh, look at that. We're 4 for 4. Lots of good news showing up in the very beginning of the new year. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the 9 of Wands. Just as you're ready to give up here, something is about to change. Something big is showing up here for you. It feels like you've been exhausted. Maybe money is tight, or maybe you've come to the end of your, the end of the, oh my gosh, I only have this much left in the bank and I only have 1 more month to find a job. I think just as you're getting exhausted or ready to give up, I feel like something is about to change here. Yeah, it feels like you're worried about money, worried about your energy levels. Maybe you just don't have the energy to put into it anymore. We do have, here comes a job. So for some of you, it is employment. So it's either a raise or it is employment. Somebody has been noticing how hard you work, whether it's work that you've done on yourself, Cancer, or it's work that people have seen you do in the workplace. So the 8 of Pentacles, of course, is self-mastery, right? You can see someone who's hard at work here learning about whatever it is. Maybe for you, it's making pentacles, right? Like whatever it is, whatever skill that you're honing, they see that you're very practical and very hardworking, and you're always trying to better yourself. I feel like this is going to equate to more money here because someone is seeing that you've got the confidence that they need for you to be the leader. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. What else do we need to know? We've got the King of Pentacles. Look, that escalated quickly, right? That escalated quickly. You go from the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new opportunity, to the King of Pentacles. I really do feel like something really big is coming for you that is going to change your financial future for the year. At least this week. I think something is going to change your financial future this week. Somebody is seeing you as someone who is very good with money, or is someone who's very solid and sturdy and grounded, and you move slowly and you're very practical. We do have the 2 of Cups here. Somebody wants a partnership with you here. It was what it looks like. They want to partner with you here. And we do have the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you've waited a long time for this, is what it feels like with all of these pentacles. It feels like you've been just sort of hitting the books, put your nose to the grindstone. Maybe you're someone who's studying for a master's or a bachelor. It feels like somebody here has been waiting for you to get comfortable enough in your schooling, in your craft, in your workplace, so they can give you some sort of an opportunity. It's an opportunity that I feel is something that is I want to say for those of you who have started a new job, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm feeling here. So those of you who have started a new job last year, maybe the last few months or something, somebody had to wait to see for the first 3 months how you were doing, and they're going to give you their job, or they're going to say, look, I need an assistant, or it feels like that. And I feel like you've impressed someone quite a lot, because you're going from the Ace of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, which is a super big upgrade. So if you're worried about money and work right now, if you're worried about that, you're not going to have a worry. It's your patience that's paid off and your hard work that's paid off. I feel like somebody wants to partner with you. I feel like the Two of Cups is not giving me a love vibe. The Two of Cups is giving me, look, I can see that you love your work, and now I want to partner with you. Tell me more about Cancer. Oh, there's the love. Could be. The Five of Pentacles. Okay, so for those of you who are looking this as a love relationship, I feel like somebody's about to invest in you. If you're looking at this as a love reading, feels like somebody's about to invest in you. They see how hard you've worked on yourself, and they think that you're just about ready to give up when this person shows up out of nowhere. Like, it feels like this is somebody that you know. It's not like they're just materializing. You've never seen them before. It feels like the Lovers tells me that somebody here is about to take the higher ground. They're about to take the higher ground because I feel like this is someone that you haven't been speaking to, and I don't think it's for any terrible reason. It feels like, Cancer, maybe you were the person who had felt like your back was against the wall, or it feels like you're the one that has to take the higher ground, and because I feel like there is somebody that you can't get off your mind, or somebody that I feel like you have this feeling of, I need to protect them. Like it feels like, yeah, it does feel like I need to protect them. I need to be around them to protect them. So therefore, I've got to invest. I feel like you're ready to settle down with the King of Pentacles, if this is a love reading. If that's how you're looking at this, if that's your perception today, tell me more. Yeah, it feels like you feel that you've got to move forward, or stand up, or stand forward, or take the higher ground, because you don't want to be in disconnect with this person anymore. We've got the Four of Cups. It feels like your comfort zone is a place where maybe we're not talking, maybe I don't have to face it. Cancer, that's kind of your energy. You would rather walk away than have arguments or face things that are hard for you. You'd rather let something go. Even if you love someone a lot, you'd rather just let them go than have to face the hardship of it. I feel like you're busting out of some sort of a comfort zone. I feel like you see this opportunity, and you know that if you don't grab this opportunity, this person's going to be partnered with somebody else. For those of you who are looking at this still as the workplace reading, I feel like it's that you have a choice to take an opportunity that is going to make you head and neck above the rest. Like, it feels like this is a new place of work, though. For some of you, it feels like it's a newish place of work, and somebody is about to promote you over the heads of people who have been there for a while because you're brilliant. Like, that's what it feels like here. But it's going to cause a rift between you and some of the people that are around you in this place of work. So I feel like you'll become their boss, which is going to be a little bit awkward for you and for them. Tell me what the outcome is here for Cancer, please. We have the Two of Pentacles. A decision is being made. One that is going to put you in a place of balance. It feels like you've been sort of trying to keep your balance for a while. We've got the High Priestess. And the Hermit. You know what? Something's been telling you, whether this is love or whether this is a job, something's been telling you, hold on. Just hold on. You're the warrior, right? You're the one who never gives up, never sits down. You're the person who might fall to your knees, but you're going to get up anyway. It feels like you knew that something big was coming. You could feel it. It feels like you were silent. That's what you will do. You'll go silent and wait on the peripheral and to see what's going to happen. I feel like this is going to be revealed. Whether this is the love situation, or this is the upgrade or the promotion, you becoming someone else's boss, all of this I feel goes down this week for some of you. Somebody is about to reveal, what's being revealed to you is the thing that you already knew that was going to happen. So the High Priestess is here with your intuition, right? Tell me what's coming around the corner. Yep, new beginning in something. Whether it's in love or in work, there's a new title change. It feels like somebody is making a decision and opening the gates and allowing you into the management team, allowing you into their life. and it's going to change everything. I feel like you're going to take the opportunity at work, even though it's going to put you on the outs with the other employees. But look, you don't have to be their friend to be their boss. I'm just saying, to be their leader, you don't have to be their friend. And for those of you who this is a romantic reading for you, I feel like you feel the call. You've got to walk through the door and open it here. Yeah, you've got to walk through the gates and open the door. You know that it's like this is calling you. It's been calling you and calling you. It's time for you to move forward here. This is what you've been manifesting anyway, whether it's the job or the love relationship. You've been manifesting it, but I don't think you thought it would show up as quickly as it did. But look, you're quite a manifester, whether you believe it or not. We've got Virgo and Pisces energy. We've got Gemini. We've got Aries. We've got more Virgo energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces. Yeah. Aries and Gemini energy. All right. Neat week for you. Something new is on the horizon. All right, Leo. Here we are. Tell me about Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, don't forget, private reads are open. Look in the pinned comment. And I hope you've picked your word for this year. Enough with the stupid resolutions to the new year. Just pick a word. Abide by that word no matter what comes. No matter what arrives, that should be the word that you apply to it all. Tell me about Leo. What's coming up this week? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for the week, the next 7 days. Whenever you find this. We have the Six of Swords. Why are you stuck? Feels like you're having a hard time moving somewhere, making movement, or maybe now is not the time to move on something. We've got we've got the star energy. So I feel like it almost feels like you're losing hope that something is going to gain traction or move. You're hoping for this, but I feel like you feel stuck at this time. We've got the Four of Pentacles. And we've got the Fool. So I want to say, Leo, you know what it feels like here? What I'm feeling here is with the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, it feels like you're not feeling vulnerable. It's like you're having a hard time sharing or opening up, is what it feels like. The star energy is here. That's Aquarius energy. The star energy is here telling me that you've got to get out of this Four of Pentacles if you do want to walk through this door. I feel like this is a block. I feel like the Four of Pentacles is a block for you right now. And the Six of Swords is telling me that you're either apprehensive or you feel like it's not going to work, or I feel like I can't move forward. It feels like the star is your hope, though. It feels like you're asking the universe, like, can you please help me? Can you please heal me? Help me move forward here. I want to say that the Four of Pentacles is the block, though. If you're not willing to do something different than you've always done to get something different than you always got, then the Fool is not for you. Like, I feel like you have to open up a little bit here to somebody or something. Maybe it's an idea. Maybe it's the idea of, maybe I have to move forward from something. Tell me why the Six of Swords is here. We've got the King of Swords. Feels like you're stuck for words. I don't know what to say. And I mean, the King of Swords is never usually at a loss for words, but it almost feels like the Six of Swords. It's like, but whatever I say is going to change everything, right? We've got the King with the sword in the air, which is the sword of truth, but look at all the butterflies. That's transformation. So I feel like the reason you've been holding back or not saying anything or not moving forward has been a little bit deliberate, because you know that if you say something, it's going to change something. Something is going to transform. And I think that you're sort of scared of the transformation. You're scared how someone's going to take the news, is what it feels like. But you've got to be honest with yourself. We've got the King of Wands here. And we've got the Devil in reverse. All right. Leo, I feel like you want to talk to somebody. That's what it feels like. You want to talk to somebody, and I feel like you want to take all the passion out of the conversation. I feel like what you're releasing is the King of Wands energy. This energy of running at things, being very passionate, taking risks. I feel like it's like you're in a far more logical energy this week. And I feel like the logical energy is telling me that I've got to release the King of Wands energy. I've got to release running at things, or just going in for the passion, or it feels like the Devil energy is telling me that there has to be a release. I think you're releasing words. You're going to say something to somebody, but you're feeling kind of stuck for words because you know that once you say it, that's it. It's gonna be over. It's game over. The devil's telling me that you're releasing something. So this could be a person, right? It could be a person for sure. That's Capricorn energy. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We've got Aries here. Your words are going to release you, is what it is. It's going to release you, and I feel like the King of Wands might be showing up to tell you you need to be motivated to say something. And I feel like the Six of Swords is telling me I'm having a hard time saying it. But I feel like the devil's telling me that you're releasing fear, you're releasing doubt, you're releasing all the things that would be holding you back in the Six of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Hermit energy. We've got the Three of Pentacles. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So whatever you say, there is something that you've got to say. And I feel that the reason that you haven't been saying it is because you were waiting until you had more wisdom. The wisdom to know if you want to walk through this door into the new chapter or whether I just want to keep quiet. It does feel like there is somebody here who is a friend, who is in your network, who is someone that you know at work, whatever it is the Three of Pentacles is. You already have a foundation with this person, which means you already know them. This is somebody that maybe is your friend or someone that you know in your life. It doesn't feel like it's anybody you've ever dated before. It doesn't feel like love, but it feels like you've come to some sort of wisdom about the foundation that you've built with somebody. And now the Nine of Pentacles is telling me here that either you want to know if they're single or maybe you're the one that's single. Tell me about this nine. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it feels like somebody here wants to invest in some sort of a long-term friendship, long-term partnership. It could be work related, it could be business related, but the Pentacles is somebody here is ready to make it a reality. It feels like somebody's trying to gain the confidence to give someone an offer to make something a reality. This is somebody that you already know, and I feel like you've been quiet with this person, or there's been distance between you or silence between you. And I feel like the Fool being here tells me that you want some sort of a new start, or can we clear the slate and begin again? That's what it feels like here. You're willing to be very honest with this person about how you feel, about maybe you're attracted to them, how passionate you are, but you're willing to put that aside if we can just talk about this in logical terms. Tell me what the outcome is for Leo. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Can we start from the beginning? Can we just meet for coffee? Ten of Pentacles is here, but it does escalate quickly here. It is about feelings, friend. I do feel, Leo, here that we are talking about someone who you want to cross the barrier with. Somebody who I feel that you already have a foundation with, somebody that you like, that they're confident, you want to invest in them in the long term. It feels like this person is probably a really great mother or father that you are looking at going, if I can just get in front of them and tell them my truth and be honest with them, then I can get us out of this stuck energy here. The Ten of Pentacles is telling me that it goes from the Page to the 10. It escalates quickly. I feel like whoever this person is going to be in. If you're wanting to speak with someone about your feelings, I feel this person is going to listen. Tell me what's around the corner for Leo, please. We have the Magician. This is something that you've been thinking about, manifesting, getting wisdom about. Death card here is telling me you're willing to transform the situation. You're willing to go with whatever pain comes from being in the death energy. Maybe ending. It's like the manifestation is going to be right in your face. It's like I no longer have to manifest this because it's here. I feel like the Six of Wands is here. I feel like you are someone who gets a lot of attention, or you have a lot of options in love. You are somebody who maybe takes takes those options, I want to say, but it feels like that's the end of it. I don't think that you're going to do that anymore. I feel like you want to put your interest or your attention on one particular person. Just one more card. Five of Swords. But you're wondering, can we make it work? Because I feel like it feels like we have differences of opinion here. Maybe the reason that you haven't stepped forward yet is because of the Five of Swords. Maybe you have intrusive thoughts. Maybe you're like, this person's never gonna say yes to this offer. Yeah, you feel like they're just gonna say, no thank you, I'm not interested in speaking with you. Ten of Wands tells me that would end up being burdensome for you, and it would chase you back into your comfort zone. You feel like you're gonna be rejected here. The Knight of Pentacles tells me that you feel like if you're rejected, you're going to be stuck. There has to be a decision made here. Look, I'm not going to keep pulling cards because it's not giving me an answer, which tells me that you've got to use your own discernment to figure out what's going on here. We've got the Nine of Wands. I feel like you have fear. You have fear that it's not going to end up the way you want it to end up. We have Virgo, Aquarius energy here, Cancer. We have Leo energy. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's Virgo there. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn. We have Aries, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. More Aquarius energy. All right. You've got a decision to make, it looks like. Give me a second here. Virgo. Let's talk about you. Tell me about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo, if you are interested in a private read, please know that they are open. Everything you need to know is in the pinned comment, including, what is your word for the year? Stop making resolutions you're not going to keep. What is your word for the year? No matter what situation comes at you, Virgo, pick a word. One word, put it in the comments. Tell me about Virgo, what's coming up this week in the next 7 days. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right, we have movement. What's incoming here for Virgo? We have the Three of Pentacles. Oh, very interesting. We have the Moon energy. And we have the Five of Cups. I feel like something is incoming here. It could be communication. It's like, I want to say, Virgo, somebody wants to talk to you about what you do for a living, how you do it. Can you teach me? The Moon energy is things are not as they seem. It's almost like this is a very sort of benign communication or conversation. Somebody here is going to be pelting you with a lot of questions, a lot of energy. It almost feels like you don't want to give up your secrets. That you kind of want to talk to them about what you're doing, but I don't want to be regretful and give away all of my secrets, and then somebody is going to go copy what I'm doing and make a business out of it. Like, it feels like, I mean, it could be emotional energy as well, because the Moon is here with the Five of Cups. So this could be communication that's incoming from someone that you already know. The Three of Pentacles is someone you've already built a foundation with. Tell me about the Eight of Wands, please. There could have been silence between you and someone else, and maybe you're regretful about that. But I feel like this friend or this someone that you know already, but it feels like partnership related. This doesn't feel like love to me. It feels like partnership related. So a friend or someone that you met through a friend of a friend. It feels like you're going to get communication here. So if you've been waiting, if you met somebody over the holidays and you've been waiting for communication, you gave them your details. I feel like what you don't see is that this person is going to communicate with you. And I feel like you think it's over. Like, this person wasn't interested, so they're not going to communicate with me. We do have the Page of Swords. This person's been watching you online. I feel like they've been on the approach, but you don't know it, or you may know it, that they've been watching you here. You're going to get some sort of justice with whatever they're telling you. Something is working out in your favor that you don't realize because of the Moon energy here. Somebody here has been holding back from speaking with you. It feels like the Strength card here, someone is trying to find the courage. I always see this one as this woman holding the lion's mouth closed. So it's almost like somebody has been holding their tongue, being hopeful, but holding their tongue. They could be someone with a Leo or a Libra placement, possibly Pisces or Cancer. But the Page of Swords is telling me that someone has been holding back because they want to learn more about you. They could be going to your friends and asking about you. They could be watching you online, wherever it is that you're online. It could be that. Somebody here is having a breakthrough with the sun. They're having a realization about you, Virgo. This energy here with the Five of Cups and the Moon is telling me that somebody's wished they would have said something sooner, and then the Nine of Swords comes out. So somebody here is worried, maybe I've waited too long. Maybe I've waited too long to contact Virgo. We do have the Five of Wands. Maybe this person is already dating other people. Maybe there will be competition. I'm worried that, this person is just going to say no thanks. And we do have the Chariot energy here. So I want to say that your worry is unfounded. I feel like you're the one that's going to get the success. I feel like you've been playing it under the surface though, but I feel like the reason that you've been holding back is because you're trying to formulate the words, or you don't know what to say, right? The pages don't really have the verbiage, or they have they have the vocabulary of a child, and I don't think that you have a vocabulary of a child, Virgo. You're highly intelligent, you're very smart, and you always go over all the details. You're somebody who's really good with your words, and very careful with your words. I'm going to say with the Page of Swords is giving me this energy of I don't know what to say. I don't have the words to say it. So I feel like you've been giving yourself time, possibly, and holding back from them. They've been holding back from you. I think somebody's going to beat you to the punch. I feel like it's been silent between you guys because of the Moon energy, but the Eight of Wands is going to come out of nowhere here. You're going to get communication, or maybe you're planning on reaching out to someone else. Maybe that's why I'm reading it both ways. Could be a Cancer you're planning on communicating with, or a Pisces maybe. We've got the Nine. Yeah, the Nine of Wands is telling me that you're like suspicious, maybe a little bit suspicious about why when they turn up and they actually want to speak with you. Why is that? Oh, you know what? You're actually really overly elated, overly excited that this person is communicating with you, or you are the one that's communicating with them. Take it as it resonates. And look, that's where your intuition comes in. If this is not someone that you're communicating with, maybe they're going to be communicating with you. So I feel like you're really excited, but kind of suspicious. That's what it feels like. But that feels like Virgo energy to me. You're kind of excited, keeping it under the surface a little bit with the Chariot energy, which is Cancer, and you're a little bit suspicious. Why now? Why did you wait? Why now? Tell me what the outcome is, please. We've got the King of Swords. Somebody's going to speak their mind in a very head over heart way. We're going to talk about this in a logical way. This is the only cups, well, besides the Five of Cups that we have here. We do have the Two of Wands. Yes, it's going to expand how you think and feel about them. It's going to give you some sort of enlightenment here. It feels like somebody has been overthinking the whole situation. Virgo, you could be dealing with someone who is an air sign. Maybe they're Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. It feels like somebody has been in their head about whatever they want to say, and that's why it's been quiet. It's like this person wants to go in and wants to win, right? The King of Swords is somebody who's going to deal with it in a very logical way, but they want to present the argument. I'm feeling like it's a lawyer. Like someone's going to present the argument of, look, there's lots of expansion here. We could have a lot of fun together, a lot of adventures, but you are the one that has to make the decision as to whether you're going to allow me in your life or not. And I feel like they're going to give you their argument of why you should expand with them. And the Hanged Man energy tells me it does give you a different perspective on them. But this person is somebody who has been doing a lot of their own work on you. Like they've been looking into your socials or talking to your friends, or it feels like somebody here has been digging up sort of information on you, and now they're coming out to you as the King of Swords, because the King of Swords has all the information, all the words. I know what to say now. Tell me what is around the corner for Virgo. We've got the Four of Swords, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. So it does feel like something very abundant is about to begin, because this person cannot ignore the call. They cannot ignore that I need to try this again with Virgo. Or maybe it's you that's paying attention to the Judgment. This is Virgo and Pisces for me as a reader, an energy reader, right? So it's like something is about to begin again. I feel like somebody sees the abundance in the situation. We've been quiet long enough. It's time for me to move forward here. Yeah. So if you're the Emperor, if you are the masculine leaning energy, you're the one that's how we're going to discern here. You're the one who's going to move forward. So if you are the masculine leaning energy, you are the one who's going to take the step forward. And whatever it is that you decide to do, say something, talk to this person, change their mind. I feel like it is going to change their mind. You are going to win the argument. And I don't feel like it's an argument, but I'm talking about an argument in the way of lawyers, right? Feeling like it's like you're going to give all of the right information and say all of the right things. And I feel like if you are the masculine, you are the one who is going to be moving forward. If you're the feminine, you are the one who is expecting communication. They know they're dealing with a Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords has worth, right? The Queen of Swords knows their own worth, has their own boundaries, possibly is someone who's been divorced, isn't taking anybody's shit, right? And is going to be very honest and truthful. We have two people who are mirroring each other's energy, and they know how to speak to each other. Highly inquisitive, highly intelligent, very intellectual. I feel like things are taking a turn in the right direction, I'm going to say. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. We also have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We've got Pisces energy, Aries, Virgo, Pisces. We've got Leo energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, and Pisces. More Pisces, lots of Pisces, and a little bit of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. All right, Libra. Tell me what's going on for Libra this week. Next 7 days, sneak peek for this week, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, if you're interested in a private read, please know private reads are open. Check the pinned comment. And have you decided on your word? If you haven't already put it in the comments, I hope that you will pick one word and just give up the whole resolution thing, the New Year's resolution. Pick one word that you will live by this whole year. Make it good. And don't make it easy. Like, I mean, you can just say love, or you can say happiness, or something generic like that, but really make something that's going to make you work for it. Tell me about Virgo. No, tell me about Libra. I just did Virgo. Tell me about Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the 9 of Wands. Why are we starting there? Oh, you're on the verge of happiness. You're on the verge of something that's going to make you really, really happy. And it's like coming in at a time for you, Libra, where you thought, no way. Nope. It's just going to be another year. Everyone else is partying and saying, woo, 2025. And you're like, it's just much of the same. I feel like you're wrong. I'm just going to say, I know you don't like to be wrong. I feel like you're going to be wrong here. Something here is showing up at the last moment that's going to make you really happy. Tell me about the 10 of Cups. It might be communication. It could be information. It could be something that you've been tiptoeing around for a while. Somebody who maybe has been watching you, or you've been watching them. But whatever is about to show up here is information that makes you really happy. Tell me about this. The 3 of Wands. It's a new opportunity, or something you've had your eye on, or someone you've had your eye on possibly. I feel like you've been waiting on the shoreline, waiting for the wave, waiting to catch the wave here. I want to say that there's not much time left for you to wait, because we see that the 3rd wand is almost burnt to the ground here. And so that's going to leave us with the 2 wands, which is the adventure, which is she's going to put her board in the water and get out there waiting for the waves. So I feel like there is expansion, excitement, something that is adventurous. I feel like you're going to receive some communication or information about this. Maybe you're going to go on a trip. Maybe you thought it was never going to work. Maybe you've been trying to get friends together to go on a trip, but something is showing up at the last moment that you thought just was never going to come to fruition here. Something that you've been working really hard on and waiting on. You've been waiting on this for a while. It feels like it's a new path, like a new path with someone here. It feels like you have the seeds and you're waiting for the right time to throw your intentions. And you've been waiting. We have the 8 of Wands. Something is about to finally have movement. I feel like you've been standing here with the 9 of Wands, waiting for something to show up, but very cynical that it would. We have the 4 of Cups. something is going to push its way into your comfort zone. I feel like it does feel like with the Four of Cups here that the Eight of Wands is information that's incoming that you've been waiting for. And it does feel like, you know, the way the Four of Cups is split up here, the 3 and the 1, it feels like somebody that you met, possibly, it could be over the holidays during the season where everybody's celebrating, having fun, right? It feels like you met somebody that you felt was not interested in you. You felt they were not interested in you, but the cup is here. And so when you tried to give them your cup, they were like, meh, or you felt like they were. That's how you felt. But it feels like this person is possibly going to communicate with you, and is going to bust into this comfort zone that you're in, or they're deciding to leave their comfort zone. 3 of Wands is here, right? Tell me more about this. What's this happy communication? I just want to know about this Page of Swords here. Communication that's going to make you happy, Libra. It could be a Cancer or a Pisces, maybe. So somebody you've not been speaking with, somebody who, you know, things are not as they seem. I'm just going to say, things are not as they seem. If you're waiting to hear from somebody who I feel that maybe you were trying to get their attention and you thought, nah, they're not interested in me. That's what it feels like. It feels like when this person shows up, you're going to be suspicious because you didn't think they really felt anything for you. But I think those are your intrusive thoughts working overtime is what I think. I feel like I think it's your intrusive thoughts here that this person actually was quite enamored with you. I have the Empress in the reverse. So you're like, this, I feel like you felt a deep connection to this person, but you thought, no, this person is not even connected to me. They're not going to communicate with me again. I'm never going to find my person. I'm never going to find the abundant love that I'm looking for. Like, I feel like these are all the things that are going through your head here. I feel like they are intrusive thoughts, and I feel like you're wrong about the situation. This person probably is going out with all sorts of people. The 5 of Wands is about competition. I'm not willing to put myself in this competitive position for somebody that I don't know. Tell me what the outcome is, please. We have the 6 of Cups, but you felt a really deep connection to them. Like you felt like you'd met them somewhere before, or felt like you'd known them before. They could be part of a soul tribe or a soul group. I think this person is just taking their time. I think that you're probably dealing with someone who's in earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I feel like this person takes a really long time to make their decisions, especially when it comes to love, because I feel like this person is somebody who may be the Empress, or maybe somebody who, it feels like they're the Empress, but they kind of play it off as, really, I'm not the Empress. Like, this person is very humble, I want to say, about how they look, about what they own, about not really needing anybody. I feel like this person moves really slowly, Taurus and Libra. I feel like they move really slowly here, and I feel like they're really, they've got a lot of options. I'm just going to say they've got a lot of emotional options, a lot of opportunities. This person isn't making a decision quickly because they don't have to. And I feel like you think because this person didn't immediately take your cup that they're not interested in you. Tell me what's around the corner here. I think that they are interested in you. Yeah, I feel like this energy here with the Empress in the reverse might be your energy, Libra, because you're like, man, they don't see my value. They don't see my worth. But I think that they really do. But I think that this here is just all of the stuff that's going through your head. Tell me what is around the corner for Libra, please. We've got the World card. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. You know what? This person might actually be ending a chapter in their life. They might be moving from, one place to another, one state to another, one province to another part of the world. It feels like somebody is closing a major chapter in their life, and that might be why they've been silent with you. It's not always about, they don't want me, they don't need me. It's not always about that. Sometimes people just have shit going down in their lives and they need time to sort things out. I feel like this person's really confident that you two are actually soulmates. The confidence is here. And I feel like they're very confident that you two are on the same path. You're on the same road. You're both interested in maybe material things, money things, energy. Maybe you're energetically connected. I feel like you two that you actually got on better than you did, but I think you're trying to talk yourself out of it just in case it doesn't work out. I feel like this person thought you were really confident and very successful, and they saw you as someone who mirrored their energy. So I feel like you're going to get communication from this person. Ace of Cups, I feel like they're very interested in you in a romantic way. Yep, I feel though you took the high ground. You decide, you know what? I'm not going to chase. I'm the Empress. I'm not going to chase anybody. If that person wants me, they can come get me. And I feel like somebody is really going to communicate with you, is going to come get you. That's what it feels like. All right, we've got Libra and Taurus. We've got Pisces, Cancer, Gemini energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Scorpio energy. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy, more Pisces energy here. All right. Scorpio, your turn, friends. Got decaf coffee today. It's got a little bit of cinnamon in there, some honey. It's good. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's find out what's going on with you, Scorpio. If you are interested in a private read, please look into the pinned comment. Private reads are open. And did you pick a word? Did you pick a word for the year? Please stop making New Year's resolutions that aren't going to work out for you. Please pick a word and apply that to every situation that you come across this year, and you will grow. Tell me about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Six of Pentacles. Are you giving or receiving? What's going on here? Ten of Swords, Knight of Wands, Ace of Cups. What is this here? I feel like you're receiving a little bit of bad news, I'm going to say. I feel like somebody is making a really quick decision to let go of something. But also this could be receiving release. It could be release for you. That there's a quick release that's showing up here, which is going to free you up in the Ace of Cups. I'm just going to ask about this Ten of Swords here. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. What's this? Got the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. I don't think that this is bad. I don't think this is bad communication. I don't think that it's bad news. I feel like you're receiving some sort of a release that I don't think you're looking forward to. It feels like I feel like you're releasing your energy of the Four of Pentacles. I feel like for a while now you've been closed off or shut off or closed down here. I think that you're just really working hard. Putting a lot of time and effort into something that you're building, whether that is, and it's something you're building alone, like you don't have any help. So I feel like you're really busy. It feels like you're building a business, or maybe it's just work that's keeping you busy, but it does feel like it's an energy of something that you are really passionate about. So I feel like you get into this place where you get a job or you open a business and it's your passion, and so time flies. And I feel like it's time for you to release yourself from that. That's what it feels like. You need to release yourself from working so hard. It's time for you to receive rather than to give. So I feel like you've been giving and giving and giving to either your business or the place that you work at. I feel like what's coming quickly here is maybe it's time for you to receive from somebody else. The Knight of Wands is here with the Ace of Cups. All right, let's talk about the Six of Pentacles here. I'm still getting sort of bad news from the Ten of Swords, though. I feel like if it is bad news, it feels like you receive this news of somebody who's been released from a relationship, like somebody who has ended a relationship. I don't think it has to do with you. Maybe it's outside of you, but it feels like the news that you receive is like, maybe it's bad news to them, but you're like, oh, I'm really sorry. But it feels like it's, it could be Knight of Wands, Ace of Cups related, that it's coming at you quite quickly. Somebody just calls you up. You're never going to guess what happened. We broke up. Like, it feels like it's not about you, but maybe around you. And I don't know how that affects you, but we'll talk about that a little bit here. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Yeah, somebody's been really silent while they've been going through some challenges in a relationship. And I do feel like they they've been silent with you and not telling you about it. So I don't know who that is. It could be someone who is a Pisces possibly, but it feels like there's been arguments and fights going on within the relationship, and I feel like somebody has ended their relationship with somebody else. It could be significant for you because maybe you had your eye on this person. It could be that. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Page of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Chariot. So I don't think, like, you see it as, I'm really sorry this happened to you, but it feels like what you're receiving here is actually a lot of balance. Like, it feels to me that puts everything in perspective for you, puts everything in balance. The information that's coming toward you is actually a little bit exciting for you, is what it feels like. So it does feel like that maybe someone here is ending something and telling you about it, and you're trying to keep a straight face. It's like you're kind of like, oh, I'm really sorry that happened. But I feel like it actually brings you some sort of balance. It's almost like success or victory for you. When you get the incoming communication, it makes you excited about the situation. We've got the Page of Swords. We've got the King of Cups. Yeah, it feels like somebody cut out the King of Cups, figured out something about the King of Cups. It doesn't have to be a King of Cups, it doesn't have to be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, but the Page of Swords is telling me that the student is here. Somebody dug something up in a relationship, like possibly a love relationship, and now they're feeling very defensive about it. So it feels like it's going on outside of you, and it could be because somebody is ending some sort of a relationship here. It's giving you hope. I'm not saying, but I'm saying it feels like there might be somebody who comes to you to tell you their relationship is over, and you're not really sad about it. So either you didn't like the person that they were with, or you're interested in this person. Maybe you're the confidant person, the person that they tell everything to. Could be that. Tell me what the outcome is. We've got the King of Wands. We've got the Death card. Somebody has no interest any longer in carrying on with somebody that they were with. That's what it feels like. There's no more passion here. I've got to go. I've got to close the door. Tell me what's around the corner, please, for Scorpio. Six of Swords, the Emperor, and the Moon. Somebody's moving towards the Emperor. Are you the Emperor, Scorpio? Because the King of Cups is here, right? The Moon here is like things are not as they seem. I really feel like somebody might be telling you that they're single, Nine of Pentacles, telling you that they broke up with somebody and they're single and they want to see what your reaction is. Or like maybe they're interested in you, or maybe you're interested in them, and when they come to you, you're like, oh, I'm sorry that happened. But the Six of Swords is moving on from chaos and moving toward the Emperor. And it's like somebody can't see it. I don't see. Maybe you don't understand that this person sees you as their soulmate. They see you as a person that they could get along with better. This person was trying to keep it from you, or just not saying anything with you. It almost feels like you weren't speaking with this person for a long while because maybe they were in a relationship where the person said, don't you dare speak with Scorpio while we're in this relationship. Maybe they sort of let you go, but now you're able to connect with them again because this relationship is over, or they're connecting with you. Take it as it resonates for you, but something is over. Definitely dead doornail over. Yep, for sure. The World card is here. Somebody's closed the door on something and it's caused a complete transformation. It's because there was no passion in the relationship. And I feel like somebody here feels like you're their soulmate. It's like the king's head, you can see. The king's head is just sort of peeking over the star and the moon, looking at the Queen of Cups. It feels like somebody is like, I really got to go talk to Scorpio. Yeah, it's going to surprise you. This person might be revealing some surprise feelings for you. So it's going to be very abundant here. It's a surprise that this person sees your worth, because we've got the Emperor and the Empress here. It's like this is something that you never thought would happen. It shocks you. It shocks you that this person's coming to you. I feel like they see your worth and they know that you are their match, and the person that they were with is not their match. Maybe it's you that realize that this person is not my match and I've got to go get my match, which is the Empress. Could be that. Are you the feminine or are you the masculine? If you're the feminine, you're going to be waiting for someone to come to you because you're manifesting them. If you are the masculine, Scorpio, you're the one who's going to get this person. Either way, one of you is going to be hella surprised for sure. Right. fire, fire, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius. Cancer and Pisces, Aries, more Cancer energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, and more Scorpio energy. Geez, lots of water energy on that reading, for sure. Tell me about Sagittarius, Fire Fam. Tell me what's going on with Sagittarius. Sagittarius, did you pick your word? Some of you did. I saw some of you put it in the comments. If you've picked a word, stop making those stupid resolutions for the year that you're not going to follow. One word, that's all. One word you're going to follow in any situation, no matter what arises. If you're interested in a private read, please know private reads are open. And look in the pinned comment for the link to Wizio. Tell me about Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Sag this week. Sneak peek for this week. The next 7 days. We've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting. Why is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse? The Nine of Wands. There's something here that I feel you've been waiting on. And you're like, I'm not putting in any effort. If somebody else isn't putting in any effort, I'm not sticking my neck out there. You're ready to give up on the situation that somebody's not putting any effort or energy into here. The Star could be an Aquarius. Could be an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. What are we doing here? This is interesting, Sagittarius. What's going on here is I feel like there is possibly a Pisces or an Aquarius here. Somebody is in the Hanged Man energy. It feels like you're hopeful that something is about to go down here. It almost feels like you feel it, I want to say, with the Hanged Man energy, Piscean energy. It feels like you feel that something's about to go down here. But the Page of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that even though you have the feeling that something is about to show up or about to go down, that nobody's putting any effort into this. I want to say that you're at this place of the Nine of Wands, feeling like this cycle is almost over and this is probably never going to happen, but at the same time, you're still hopeful. We have the Hanged Man energy. I feel like you don't have the perspective that you need, or it's an Aquarius who is trying to find a different perspective. Somebody's about to open up. They want to open up to you just a little bit, and it's going to give you a whole different perspective on why they've been holding back or not putting any effort or energy into this connection with you. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles being in the reverse. It feels like the Page of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me somebody wants to see you face to face, but they're not putting any effort in. They can't because they don't yet have the perspective that they need. Somebody here is trying to surrender to the universe. And I just see that. I'm looking at that zipper there. It's like somebody's ready to open up just the tiniest bit. Tell me why the Page of Pentacles is in the reverse. We've got the Two of Wands. Whenever I see this depiction of the Two of Wands, I look at the moon and the world in her hands, and I get the song Somewhere Out There beneath the pale moonlight. It's like somebody is looking at the moon and wondering if you're looking at the moon as well. Oh, maybe you two have the same moon signs. It could be. But it feels also like somebody knows, Sagittarius, that either you're into astrology or you are the psychic one, or it feels like that. And this person, when they look at the moon, it reminds them of you. Maybe you're watching this as a Scorpio or as a Sagittarius moon, or maybe they have a Sagittarius moon. But it feels like somebody here wants to make a decision, but is holding back and not putting any effort in for some reason here. Two of Wands, tell me. The moon energy. Things are not as they seem, Sag. So if you're thinking that this person is not interested, I would say that this person is on the verge of making some sort of decision about you. Because again, we have the moon showing up, right? And I was just talking about either you have the same moon signs or maybe your Sagittarius moon as you're watching this. But it feels like even if you're a Sag sun, it feels like there's something about your moon signs or the way that you connect with the moon. So maybe you're an astrologer or they're an astrologer, or you two are both interested in moon phases or astronomy or something like that. But I want to say that something here is not as it seems. And the Seven of Pentacles is here. Someone's holding back or waiting. I feel like they are going to open up, though. Tell me about the Hanged Man here. Hanged Man and the Star. Someone, either they are an Aquarius, maybe they're a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe a Cancer, Pisces, but it's somebody here either is an Aquarius who is about to open up, or they are somebody who sees you as the star. Oh, the stars. It feels like a connection through astrology, maybe tarot. It feels like maybe you two have the same interests of some sort. The Seven of Pentacles, right? Waiting in the dark. It's like you're in the dark about what's going on here. Meanwhile, somebody here is trying to get a perspective on things. You're about to get a lot of attention, friend. I feel like it goes from 0 to 60 really quick here. It feels like it goes from the Page of Pentacles in the reverse to the Six of Wands. Someone thinks that you're very sweet, but they also see you as someone who's a warrior. Very interesting, a sweet warrior. Somebody, I'm just looking at, the hummingbird here is getting the nectar, which is sweet. And I feel like, the Six of Wands is somebody who's been through a lot of things. So this person sees you as someone who's been through a lot in the past, that you're a warrior. Like you're a sweet warrior. You're a warrior, but you're really sweet and you're very kind. I feel like this person's about to give you some attention, actually quite a bit of attention. After maybe, I feel like you two have spoken, whether it's in text or whether it's face to face. It feels like it's sort of off and on though. It doesn't feel like it's, like maybe there's weeks when you don't speak. It feels like there's been intermittent communication here. Tell me more. We have the Six of Pentacles, but someone's about to give you a whole lot more of their emotional attention. Because I know this is Pentacles, but look at all those drops that are going into the cup. Someone might ask you out for tea, ask you out for coffee. Do you want to go for a snack? Should we go have a drink? We haven't spoken enough. This person's really interested in speaking more with you. They've been thinking about you a lot. Yep, that's what it is. Somebody's going to ask you out for coffee. It feels very benign, I'm going to say. It feels like we're going as friends, because the Six of Pentacles, right? It feels like we have the same interest. You're going to give to me, I'm going to give to you. And let's go out for coffee. Yeah, I'm seeing someone pouring coffee for the other person, like we're sharing a pot of tea or a pot of coffee. It does feel like here that you could be dealing with a Cancer, possibly, or somebody who's very much under the surface, somebody who you've been waiting on, that you want this all to pick up speed, but it feels like this person is moving at a snail's pace. It feels like hurry up and wait. It's like when you see this person, you guys talk, and then all of a sudden there's nothing. Tell me about the outcome here. Tell me what the outcome is here for Sagittarius. We've got the Hermit. We've got the Two of Pentacles. This person is quiet because they're making a decision. They want to make something real with you. They see your confidence. They're confident the situation is going to work out, but you don't see whatever's going on behind the scenes here. Yep, there it is. They know that they're connected. So I feel like they feel connected to you in a spiritual way. That's why all this moon energy is coming to me, I feel. The Lovers here, I think that you two are very different. And so I would say that if this isn't Aquarius you're dealing with, Aquarius is like the rarest sign. They are very different. They're very out there. They have their own ideas and, somebody who's very different from anyone you're ever going to meet. I feel like they could have Gemini in the chart. Maybe there's a lot of witty banter going on between you two. I feel like you're very different, but I want to say you're the same. We've got birds, right? Maybe birds are something that's going to notify you. Maybe you'll see something weird with a bird when this is around the corner. But we do have the Hermit, which tells me that this person does go into hermit mode. But listen, that's an Aquarius thing. That's why I'm saying Aquarius. But it is an Aquarius thing that sometimes the Aquarius will just go into hermit mode, figuring things out, finding out wisdom. But I feel like a decision is being made, I'm going to say behind your back, like you don't know. But this person, I feel, feels really very connected to you. And I feel like with the Lovers here that I've got all this blue here, it feels like you guys have really good connection in terms of conversation. And so that tells me that you're highly intelligent, because Aquarius is not screwing with people who are not intelligent. But also we could be talking about other intelligent signs, right? Like Cancer or Pisces, right? Maybe you're connected in a sort of an energetic way. Tell me what's around the corner for Sagittarius, please. We've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Five of Cups. Ooh, okay. And we've got the Sun. You know what? This person is going through a hardship with somebody here. I feel like this person may have been seeing somebody or dating someone. It feels like the Queen of Swords in the reverse is a person it feels like they've been dating someone that they're just now realizing is actually the Queen of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Swords in the reverse doesn't really care what they say. They don't care if they cut you. They're just going to be honest. You know, the Queen of Swords in the upright is somebody who is, not aggressive, who is very assertive. But the person who is the Queen of Swords in the reverse is kind of aggressive. They are someone who will state their point, and if you don't believe what they believe, then I just have nothing to say to you. The Five of Cups tells me that this person is hurting, or that they're sad, or that they have regret that things didn't turn out with the other person, is what it feels like. And the thing is understand, please, that I don't think that you're even connected to this person in a romantic way at all. I don't think you are. I think this person is somebody who is dealing with something that you don't know about. And I don't feel that they've been in a long-term relationship. It doesn't feel long-term. It feels like it's been short-term. And it feels like that they're either about to break up or they are breaking up, because this Queen of Swords doesn't give a shit. This Queen of Swords is, I feel like the person that is your person is somebody who's being really hurt by the words of somebody else. But I feel like the Sun is here. And as they're being hurt by the words of somebody else, they're having a breakthrough that you're the person that they actually want to talk to. You're the person that they want to have success with and maybe share a cup of coffee with. Like this seems like the beginning of something. This isn't somebody who's making you second choice. This is somebody who is not even in your realm as a romantic partner or considering you as a romantic partner, but it feels like you're a person that they would go to for advice or to speak with. They see that you're very kind. They are now seeing this Queen of Swords in the reverse for who they are, is what it is. They're closing a chapter. And the thing is I feel like this person has a spiritual connection to you. And I feel like it does at some point end up maybe moving into something that is emotional. But I feel like right now this person comes to you as a friend. I need advice, or I really saw this person for who they are and I don't like who they are. It feels like you maybe give this person advice. It feels like this person has come to the wisdom of something and that they need to make a different choice in love. They need to make a different choice of a lover. And I feel like you might be on their radar, but maybe they haven't said anything about that. We've got Cancer. We've got Leo. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini. We've got a lot of air here. We've got Virgo, Aquarius again, and Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, and Aquarius. Look. Yeah, that's what it is. This person is, somebody's breaking up with them, or now they see this person for who they are, which is really very angry, very cantankerous. There's someone who will just say anything. They don't care who they hurt. And you're the sweet one. Right? You're the sweet person. Where is it here? Yeah, there you are. You're the one who's very sweet and kind and gives them attention whenever they need it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to leave that there for you. Sag. Capricorn. Find out what's going on with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. Capricorn, if you want a private read, please know readings are open. Please look in the pinned comment. And as I asked you throughout the week, I hope you've picked a word. And if you have, and you haven't told me in the comments yet, I hope you've picked a word this year rather than going with a New Year's resolution. I hope you pick one word that you will live by all year. Please put it in the comments. I would love to know what your word is. Tell me about Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Four of Pentacles. Are you holding on to something or are you holding back? What's going on here? Four of Pentacles. The Chariot is here. You're holding back from taking action. I've got the Three of Pentacles. Very interesting. On a friendship of some sort. Tower. Capricorn. It feels like here that there's somebody here that you know, that's in your realm, in your world, friend of a friend. It feels like there is somebody who you're in partnership with. And when I say partnership, I mean you've met them through a group of people, through a community, through a social club. Like it feels like there's you trust this person. You have good conversation with this person. Like it feels like this is a network, like a network person is what it feels like. And it feels as though you've been keeping feelings under the surface for somebody here. We do have the Tower. I feel like the Tower is showing up because, Capricorn's kind of immovable. I'm just going to say, you're kind of immovable. And I feel like you're going to have some sort of a realization or a shift of energy that's going to make you realize that you've been holding back from some sort of success. I feel like the Three of Pentacles is for those of you who are looking at this as sort of a reading that might be about money or about workplace or network. I feel like you've been holding yourself back from making yourself the part of some sort of a working network. So that means that, I'm just going to say, that there's people at work who go outside by the, most of the important decisions they always say are made by the coffee machine or the water tank or outside where everybody's having a cigarette, right? I feel like that you've been holding yourself back from some sort of a community. And I feel like you're about to break into this community. I want to say that they're about to invite you in. They want you to be part of their community. It feels like maybe you're in a new job and maybe it's a group of people who usually hang out and they're like, Capricorn, come have a drink with us on Friday. Like it feels like that sort of energy and you're not expecting it here. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles here. We've got the Fool. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. And we've got the Nine of Wands. So again, I want to say that this is a workplace thing, and it will be for some of you, that I feel like you're a person who's probably works separate from everyone else. Like maybe you have your own office because you're the subject matter expert or the person who gives everyone else the answers. You're like the supervisor, or it's like you're separate from the rest of the group for some reason. And I feel like these people are inviting you in. And I feel like you've been avoiding them actually because you don't feel like you really want to be in the middle of all of this, but it feels like they're trying to invite you into their group or their fun. I want to say that you're sort of in two minds about it. It feels like with the Nine of Wands, you're like, they're never, they see me as a supervisor, someone separate from everybody else. They're never going to invite me in. I feel like they do. I feel like a door opens here. And if we're going back to the thing about somebody feeling, I feel like somebody's about to reveal their feelings to somebody. And so we're going back to sort of the romantic notion of this. So it feels like somebody's had their feelings under the surface. Capricorn, I think it's you. And it feels like there is somebody here that that's part of a group that you belong to or a network, or maybe they work at your workplace. But it feels like you're having some sort of a realization about this person. It feels like, I want to say that it feels like you've had a breakthrough with this person, or that there's been we've had a little more conversation, or that I've realized that we have more in common than we thought. The Fool is telling me that maybe I want to take a leap of faith and maybe work on something here, but you're scared that you're going to get turned away or turned down. Tell me more about this, please. And I feel like you're holding back because you feel like you're going to get turned down or turned away by somebody here. but I feel like you really do want to spend time with them. I feel like whenever you have conversation with them, it's very grounded, very good. They're willing to give willingly without asking for anything in return. Although I do feel like you give them energy in return as well. I think that you're having some sort of a realization that this person is somebody who's very grounded and who is somebody who's like, I feel like you're seeing the value in somebody here. We've got 6 and 4, which is 10. And like you're seeing this person as maybe somebody that you might want to have in your life as a friendship long term, or maybe it may turn to something else if we hang out a little bit more. It feels like that sort of energy. We've got the 7 of Cups and we've got the 10 of Pentacles, right? We called it out. 6 and 4 is 10. And then the 10 shows up just to say, you're right about that. You're right about that feeling that you had. So the 7 of Cups here is telling me that you're sort of in a place of opposition with yourself. Like it feels like that it's a little bit confusing that you know that this person has a lot of other people looking at them. It feels like you do see them as somebody that you could hang out with long term. You see the value in this friendship that you're building. I feel like you're having some sort of a realization this week about someone that you've been very under the surface with, but someone that you've always wanted to have some sort of success or victory with here. I feel as though that you want this to move faster, but it's moving slower. With all these pentacles here, you might be dealing with someone who's also an earth sign, or maybe you're the one holding yourself back. You're confused as to whether this person is interested in giving to you as you are giving to them. I would say that they are. They are very interested in maybe exploring or investing more time with you, more energy with you. I want to say, I'm not saying that this is the greatest love story you've ever had, but I feel like somebody here is willing to invest their time with you, spend some more time with you, right? It may end up being long term. It could be, but we could end up staying at the friend stage. It could be that. Tell me about this Tower and the 3 of Pentacles. We've got the 4 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Death card. So you're in a place where you're ready to settle down. I feel like the Death card and the Tower is telling me that you are having some sort of shift of energy. It's almost like, oh yeah, I guess Pluto just let go of you, right? So I feel like you're having some sort of shift of energy into abundance or abundant ways of thinking. The Death card tells me that you have transformed your life, transformed how you think about settling down. It does feel like this King of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and Death card is telling me you've transformed the way that you're thinking about relationships. So I feel like there is somebody here who could be an Aries, possibly a Cancer, maybe a Scorpio. Maybe they're an earth sign like you. And I feel like you're interested in this person and you're wondering if they will give you more of their time. But I feel like it's, I feel like you think that they have a lot of options. So why would they spend time with you? I feel like that's sort of the energy that I'm getting from you. Tell me what the outcome is, please. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So this has been going slow and you're okay with that, I think. We'd have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, we're not going to start in passion. So I feel like it's we need to gain ground. We need to make it solid. We need to make it sturdy. And then we have the 9 of Cups. So I feel like right now you are you see this person as wish fulfillment, or you are just generally single and happy at this time. So I feel like that's why you're moving slow. You're going over details. Maybe you want to spend more time with this person and you don't intend on jumping in quickly into passion. I feel like there are some sort of burdens that you're still carrying right now, maybe from an old relationship. That might be why you're holding back. We've got 9 and 1 wand is 10. So I feel like you're holding back from something, that you're the wounded warrior. You were hurt in other relationships and that's why you're moving slow, but you're still open to the 9 of Cups. Although I feel that you're closed off right now. For those of you who are looking at this as some kind of a workplace thing, this could be happening in the workplace. But I feel like if it is happening in the workplace, it is the reason that nobody's invited you out or invited you into their group yet is because they do see you as the boss or somebody who makes the rules, or maybe they feel like it would be inappropriate. I feel like that's going to change, or that your relationship is going to transform to something that's a little more steady and sturdy and dependable. I feel like you'll gain the trust, I want to say, of these people. And I don't think you're doing it for reasons that you're feeling left out. I think you're doing it for reasons of you see the value in being part of this network, because it could lead you to other places of success and victory here. Tell me what is around the corner here for Capricorn. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the King of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're going through a process of healing right now. I feel like your heart was broken, or yeah, it feels like that. We go from the Five of Cups, the Knight of Cups, to the King of Cups. So I feel like it's coming up on the Four of Pentacles, which tells me why you're shut off and shut down, or feeling miserly with your time or your energy. And I feel like the Pentacles are telling me that you're open to partnership. You're open to having coffee. You're open to going to a movie, but you're not really open at this time for anything that is going to start out in love or passion. I feel like right now you're sort of in this energy, this regrettable energy that something in the past didn't work out. I feel like you are going to heal, that you're going to grow from the Five of Cups to the Knight of Cups. And I feel like that's where you're going to be ready for romance. But I feel like the biggest change is going to be from the Knight to the King, because I feel like you really do have to be emotionally available and emotionally intelligent in order to be able to carry on a relationship. But right now, I feel like you're dealing with intrusive thoughts. So whatever didn't work in the past, I feel that maybe you may have jumped in the past into passion and that didn't work for you. And I feel like the intrusive thoughts are, maybe I'm not enough. Maybe I'm not enough. Maybe I'm not intelligent as it comes to my emotions. Maybe, maybe love isn't for me. Maybe romance isn't for me. But I think those are just all intrusive thoughts. I don't think it's the truth. I think that you're feeling badly about how something ended and you just want to get back to being happy or being in this emotionally happy energy. We do have the Six of Wands and we do have the Eight of Swords. So you're like, I don't know if I necessarily want to go through with giving attention to somebody else. I feel like you're holding back or waiting. It feels like there's some healing going on here. But you're manifesting things. I feel like you're manifesting things. Yeah, there it is. I feel like there's a relationship that went awry here for you. And I feel like you are healing yourself. And you're going to be ready in the future, but I don't think you're ready right now. We do have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have a lot of earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Scorpio, Virgo, Aries. We have Cancer, Sagittarius, more Virgo energy. Moving slowly, going over details. It's okay if you move slowly. It's all right. If it's meant to be yours, it's not going to run too far, right? All right. Aquarius, here we are. Aquarius, if you're interested in a private read, friends, please look in the pinned comment. Everything you need is there to get over to Wizio. I'm just going to ask you to please pick a word this year. Instead of making, these crazy New Year's resolutions that we always make that we probably dump by the 30th, please just pick a word. And I want you to pick be very mindful of it, right? Something that's going to challenge you this year. Something that you can't do easily or haven't done easily in order to take yourself to the next level of your vibration, right? So pick a word. What do we got here? The Ace of Cups. I didn't call it though, so I'm not taking it. All right, let's take a look. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Tell me about Aquarius. What's going on this week? Sneak peek for this week. We've got decision time. Feels like you've got all the balls in the air here. Either you're really busy right now or you've got a lot of things that you're going back and forth on. It's maybe one thing that you're going back and forth on. You're in hermit mode. Aquarius will do that, right? You will sometimes go off grid and just be by yourself. I feel like you're trying to make a decision of some sort and you're really thinking it out because it's an important decision. It feels like you're trying to, you know what it is? You're going through a self-audit is what it feels like. You're auditing the self. Do I have enough? Am I enough? It feels like you're gaining some sort of wisdom before you make some sort of decision. It's like all the balls are in the air, both balls are in the air, and you're going to let one hit the ground and you're going to catch one. So you've got to make a decision about, is this the right ball to catch, right? Is this the right one to catch? Is this the Ace of Pentacles? The Ace, is it going to be the right one? Am I reaching out for the right one? We've got the 10 of Pentacles, because I feel like you're looking for something long-term or something that will offer legacy, something that is going to be stable and sturdy, something that's going to be slow. There you are, Aquarius. I feel like you're moving away from Virgo energy. I've just noticed it's Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like somebody here has decided that the energy... Oh, gosh, there's so much coming at me at once. Give me a second to get my thoughts. Okay. I feel that you feel that this energy of long-term was going to be with Virgo. I feel that now you are in this energy right here of hermit energy. Either the Virgo's ignoring you, got their back to you. Maybe you've asked them about a long-term relationship. Maybe they've turned their back to you. But it feels like this hermit energy here is could also be your energy of trying to gain wisdom about the situation. Because with all the balls in the air, right? The twos are always about decisions. It feels like somebody has got two people. Maybe you've got two people and you're like trying to get the energy of this one, but of this one, and it feels like you're about to leave one of them behind. It does feel like it's either a Capricorn or a Virgo, or maybe another Aquarius that you're leaving behind, because the Six of Swords is about leaving the chaos and going to the calm. And, you know, this person is under the cloak of night. So it almost feels like maybe if we stop talking, maybe I'll just let it go. Maybe I'm just going to try and do this as quietly as I can, is what it feels like. But it feels like you need to be in a more calm environment. And whatever is going on with either Capricorn, Aquarius, or Virgo seems very chaotic. We've got your energy again. We've got Aquarius energy here, the star. So the one you're going to pick is the star, the one who shines the brightest, the one who is the brightest, the one who shifts the energy in a room. We've got the Three of Wands in the reverse, and you don't want to wait much longer. I don't think that you will wait much longer. I feel like some of this might be going down this week. Got the Seven of Swords. More Aquarius energy. Look, I feel like your decision is between an air sign and an earth sign, whether it's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Likely Aquarius, but all that Aquarius energy could be yours. I feel like something's going on under the surface. I feel like there's somebody here that you don't trust, and that's why you're making a decision. There's one person here that I feel you see the value in, or you want to invest in, because when both coins are in the air, you're only going to have the capacity to catch one. The other one is going to have to hit the floor. I feel like the one you're going to choose is the one who is the brightest star. They could be somebody who you feel very connected to energetically. They could be someone who you can feel connected to spiritually. We've got the Eight of Swords. We've got the Fool. Yes, I feel like you're coming to some sort of surprise situation here. I feel like after a time of being in this place of the Eight of Swords is a place where we put ourselves. We're overthinking it. I think you're overthinking something. And I think it's because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, to be honest. I feel like the Page of Cups is really sweet, right? I feel like, who did I say that about? I think it was in Sagittarius's reading just now. I think it was Sagittarius's reading that I said that the Aquarius is going to choose the person who is really sweet. And that's the Page of Cups energy. So I feel like, Aquarius, that there's somebody here who, you know, the Page of Cups is a few things for me. It can be a surprise or a shocking revelation, especially when it shows up with the Fool. But I feel like the Page of Cups is also good news. This person makes you feel good. It feels like that they are very sweet. They're very kind. And I feel like you've been thinking about this person a lot. This person could have water in the chart. Oh, maybe you're a Pisces Aquarius cusp, and this person could have water in the chart. That would account for this energy of the star and the hermit having this spiritual connection. Tell me more about this, please. I feel like the door is going to open. I feel like you're about to embark on something brand new. You're about to open a new chapter with the person who you think is really sweet, the one you can't stop thinking about. But that means you're going to have to leave somebody behind. Yeah. King of Wands is in the reverse. And then we have Pisces energy. I do feel like you are a Pisces Aries cusp. So we do have the King of Wands being in the reverse, which tells me that I need to tread softly, slowly. I'm not going to jump in. I'm not going to jump in passion, because we all know fire burns out. I feel like you are connected to possibly someone who is in their earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and I feel like the passion has fizzled. The King of Wands in the reverse, the passion has fizzled because the Five of Cups is here. I regret to tell you, I regret to inform you, like it feels like very official. Oh yes, that's Aquarius energy, right? It's head over heart energy. It's like, I regret to inform you that things like I don't feel very attracted to you anymore. I don't feel very passionate about you anymore. I don't have any energy to put toward anything that's a long-term emotional connection here. Like you don't feel an emotional, passionate connection to somebody here. So I feel like you're moving away from an earth sign, maybe moving towards a fire sign, or somebody with fire in the chart. They could be earth and fire, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be Scorpio, or sorry, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Maybe they are a Pisces. I feel like that's where you have your connection with them. Tell me what the outcome is, please, with Aquarius. We do have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is somebody who's silent, mysterious. Tell me about this. Somebody who's, oh, okay. Well, let's hang on. Eight of Wands. We're about to go from silence to communication. There's somebody here that you're not really speaking with here. The Eight of Wands is about movement, taking your shot, Sagittarian energy. This person could have a Sagittarius placement, or they could be a Sagittarius. The one that you're going toward here. Yeah, that's the person that you want to give your energy to. This is somebody who evens the energy between you. I want to say that these energies here become very even. Like we've got, this is a card of Taurus, right? Could be a Taurus we're talking about, but we do have somebody who's got the sign of Libra in their hand. So I want to say that the person that you will be picking, regardless of their sign, they could be an Aries, could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, I've mentioned them all. Whoever you're picking is the person who gives you balance. The person who I feel gives you as much as you give them. It feels like that there is two people and you're about to make a choice here. Tell me what's around the corner, please, for Aquarius. It feels like there is somebody, one of them here is somebody that you're very silent with, or they're very silent with you. This is the High Priestess. This is the one who is the psychic, the tarot reader, you know, the person who is quite silent until they really have something to say. But this person is speaking to the Hermit, which is where you are, I feel, or the star speaking to you in psychic energy. Like I feel like you're energetically connected to somebody here that you can't stop thinking about. Tell me what's around the corner for Aquarius, please. We have the Queen of Wands. You're very attracted to this person. And this person, I feel they could be a fire sign, but they don't have to be. They could have a fire sign quality, or maybe they've got a rising fire sign, but they're very attractive. Rising fire signs and fire signs in the sun and the rising are very attractive usually. Fiery. This person is someone who's quite independent, who does their own thing, and who is not chasing you. This person is leaving you alone. They're not chasing you because they are the High Priestess, right? We've got the Ten of Wands. And we got Justice. Look, you're having a really hard time making a decision here, and you're not telling anybody about what you're going through. The Five of Wands. The Sun. You're going to have a breakthrough, friend. Take your time. Take your time. You're going to have a breakthrough. We've got the Five of Wands here. And so it feels like the Five of Wands is you're going to have a breakthrough and stop either beating yourself up about it, or you've decided that you don't care if there's competition, you're going to go for it. I feel like there's something going on behind the scenes here that you're not really telling anybody about. So I feel like the Queen of Wands here is the person who's independent. I feel like it feels like you need to drop your burdens here and get some justice. I feel like this Libra energy here is connected to the Taurus, and that we have, you know, this sign of Libra. We've got the Libra sign here, right? And it feels like this person, the one that you're attracted to here, I feel like you're feeling very heavy because you've got to make a decision. The thing is, when justice shows up, you're making the right decision, Aquarius. You're making the best decision for you. Whatever is best for you is the decision you're going to make. And so I feel like justice is here because something is about to be restored. And I feel like you are about to drop some burdens here and make a decision because it's the right thing to do for you. Yeah, it's going to lead you to your wish fulfillment. Whatever the decision is, I feel like it's going to lead you to your wish fulfillment, and you're going to make the right decision because you've been thinking about this for a long while. Knight of Coins. Do it slowly. Page of Wands. Somebody has sparked your interest. Yep. And now you've got to close the door on the other thing. Like I said, you've got a decision between two, is what it feels like here. Let's look at some energies. So you could be dealing with Pisces, be dealing with Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, more Aries, Pisces, Taurus. We've got Libra energy here, Aquarius, Virgo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, more Aquarius. We've got Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo. All right. Pisces, there we go. My water family, hope you're well. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is the current week. This is a sneak peek for this week. Pisces, if you're interested in a private read, please know private reads are open. Please look in the pinned comment, and I hope that you've picked your word for the year. No more resolutions, just one word that you're going to live by in every situation that you come across this year, Pisces. Tell me about Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. We have the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you're feeling let down about something. I think that you thought you were going to have success in something here, a wish fulfillment, and it feels like now you feel like it's not going to happen. It's a feeling you had. It's a feeling you had of, okay, well, here's my wish fulfillment. And then all of a sudden, nothing. Silence. Nothing moves. It feels like it has to do with the Ace of Cups, so it has to do with love or how you're feeling in the heart space. I feel like you thought you met your person. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, which is telling me, but this person's not communicating with me. I don't hear from them. I feel detached, left out in the cold. We have the Wheel of Fortune here, but something's about to take a turn. Something's about to take a turn in your love life. I feel like with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, you're feeling let down about something, or maybe I was wrong. Maybe something's not my wish fulfillment. Okay, tell me about the Nine of Cups in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune, of course, is destiny. So I want to say that it is destiny that you do have changes that are coming up in your love life. It's going to happen. But I feel like right now you're feeling like maybe you had your eye on a particular person, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, maybe a Sagittarius. Maybe you had your eye on someone in particular, and that person is not coming forward, and so you're feeling let down. Got the Six of Pentacles. But you thought you had a really good exchange with them. Got along great. Yeah, it might have been you met them in a social situation, maybe at a dinner, at a friend's place, whatever the social situation is, but it was celebratory. There was a lot of food around, maybe it was a restaurant, there was food around, there was drink around, and we had a really good exchange with the Six of Pentacles. Somebody was putting in your hands as exactly what you were putting in theirs. Somebody was giving you as much as you were giving them as much as they were giving you. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So I think that you thought that this was a new path that you would be going on. It feels like you've been waiting to hear from somebody. You've been feeling on the outside looking in here. Feel like you've been pushed out and you're waiting to hear from somebody, but it's not happening. And I feel like you're feeling really let down about that because you were pretty sure that this was the beginning of something really great with the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like you were right. That's the thing. I feel like you are right. I feel like your love life takes a really big turn in the next week or so. That's what it feels like in the next 7 days. It feels like something's about to change here, but you don't see it. We've got the Lovers. We've got the Page of Cups. Something's about to change and you're going to be shocked out of your socks, my friend. I don't think that you're expecting this. I feel like you already are letting yourself down slowly or feeling let down, feeling like you're out in the cold here, disconnected from somebody. But I feel like there is a really great surprise showing up here. I feel like there is somebody here with the Lover's energy who I feel like you felt that you had a really great connection with somebody here that you met in a social situation, that you felt really very connected to them. And I feel like that connection was real. But I also feel with the Page of Cups here that, you know, you felt really good in their energy. They were very sweet. It was a very sweet back and forth. You are going to get success with this person. I feel like this person might live at a distance from you, but they are going to find their way to you. And I don't feel like it's overseas. I feel like it's like across the city or across the province or across the state. But it feels like you guys live at a distance from each other. And this person, I feel, had the same feelings that you did. I feel like they felt like it was, you know, that this is like destiny. Like you felt like you met your destined person, but then all of a sudden they're off grid and you don't hear from them. We do have the King of Swords. So they could have been an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. I feel like I want to say that there was a lot of witty banter between you. Like you had a really fun conversation, a lot of witty banter. It might have been while other people were around. The King of Swords, though, is somebody who's highly intelligent, very intellectual, somebody who is, I want to say that this, okay, so maybe they're an Aquarius Pisces cusp. It could be that. Because I was looking at Aquarius and I was like, you know, Aquarius is kind of forward and very honest and truthful but it feels like it's a softened Aquarius energy. But I mean, it could be Gemini and Libra. We've got Gemini here as well. But it feels like somebody who's highly intellectual, but quite sweet. Like you felt their sweet side, but you also felt that they could teach you something, that maybe they are a teacher. Maybe they're a judge, a magistrate. Maybe they're a lawyer. Maybe they're somebody who, you know, and I always feel air signs like that because they're always in the mind learning something, right? So this person could be a teacher, or maybe you saw them as teaching you something. I feel like this person's your destiny. I'm just going to say, I feel like you're not crazy. If you thought that, well, why do we have such a great interaction? And then all of a sudden there's nothing. Tell me why the Five of Pentacles is here for Pisces, please. We have the Death card in the reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Something is not ended here. It's not the end of this. You're going to hear from this person again. We have the Six of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you can switch out of this Five of Pentacles, woe is me stuff, and just be really confident that this person is going to communicate with you. I feel like they are, because I feel like the Death card in the reverse is telling me it's not over. The situation has not yet changed itself. Tell me about this King of Swords, please. How does the King of Swords feel about Pisces? Holding on to you. Going to communicate. Yeah, they see you as a new beginning here. So I feel like you just need to be patient, I'm going to say, because patience is right up here. I feel like you just need to be patient. I feel like this person is moving on from something or ending something else. And it feels like things have not changed between you and them. Like you feel on the outside looking in, because I feel like this person is doing something that you can't see. But this King of Pentacles is holding on to the hope that you'll have communication again, or that they will see you again, or that they're taking their shot at some sort of a new chapter with you. Tell me what the outcome is for Pisces. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, there's going to be a reconciliation here. This person, you're going to hear from them again. They're going to communicate with you. We've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Moon. So it could be work that's keeping them away, or that they're working on themselves. It feels like somebody here wants to feel like they want to come to some sort of resolution here, is what it feels like. What you don't see, and like I said, I feel like things are going on behind the scenes that you can't see, but things are not as they seem. I just want to say to you, don't give up, because things are not as they seem. I feel like you will get communication. Somebody does want to speak with you, and I feel like your love life is taking a turn this year, and I think it starts with hearing from this person. So I feel like there is going to be a resolution here. I feel like this person could be busy with work and you don't see it, or maybe they're busy with working on themselves, or they're willing to work on it, but you don't see it because the moon is here. What is coming up around the corner for Pisces, please? I think there's a really good connection here. Yeah, you're getting communication. The page is here. This person might be just looking over your socials, trying to get more information about you. Maybe they're talking to your friends if they met your friends at the social gathering. It feels like this person is trying to get more information about you, and so they might be watching you on socials, possibly. We do have the Ace of Wands. They like what they see. They're very excited. They're very excited here to begin something new with you. Strength card is here. They're trying to find the courage to communicate with you. There it is. They're in the Eight of Swords. So that tracks for the King of Swords, right? This person feels like they don't know what to say, or they're sort of stuck in their head. They don't know how to approach the situation. So they're holding back just a little bit. I feel like they're really excited to start, like, embark on something that's new with you here with the Fool and the Eight of Wands. I think they're going to take their shot, but I think that they're holding back at this time, or holding on to you. Yeah, this person's emotionally intelligent. They could be an Aquarius, they could be a Scorpio, a Pisces, a Cancer, could be an Aries, a Sagittarius, a Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, or more Sagittarius. We've got Scorpio here. We've got Pisces and Cancer, more Cancer energy here. Aries is here. Aquarius is here. Aquarius is here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Leo as well is here. So could be any of those signs. Take it as it resonates for you. I'm going to leave that right here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you, Pisces. I'm going to go, but I'll be back, of course, because I'm always back. You guys know it. Happy New Year. Pick your word. Bye.